All right. So, welcome everyone to this Raising Our Vibration meditation for Saturday, February 21st or Sunday the 22nd, if you're on the other side of our planet. Thank you to Enlightened World Network for hosting us on your wonderful platform. For those of you who don't know, Enlightened World Network hosts guided meditations every day, and you can check them out on their Facebook page, also on their YouTube channel. And so thank you to all who are here in the group live, because it's always nice to be able to see you and to talk afterwards. And final welcome to everyone who's watching on the replay. So today, our practice will be a simple practice. I'm calling it the magical peace of being. So what does that mean? Well, the idea of this meditation is to set aside anything that veils us from that natural, unchanging, steadfast, deep peace of being itself. So, what might keep us from feeling that? So, identification with thoughts or emotions, other content of experience, identification with trying hard and doing and activity and identification with our personal history and who we think we are. Any of these things, if we allow them to occupy our full consciousness, can keep us from feeling this deeply felt sense of being that is always steadfast underneath it all. So as we learn to let go of everything that veils that and tune into, connect with, and rest as that deeper felt sense of being, that starts to permeate all the different experiences we have. It becomes a recognized background for all our experiences so that we can more easily flow through life, allow things to be lighter, easier, less sticky, less grippy. And so that's what we're after in this practice today. So settle in and let's move right in through our usual meditation cues that we use to set this all up, and then we'll move into setting aside all those little fluctuations in our consciousness and resting in being. So if you will, sit comfortably upright, have your feet firmly on the ground, parallel to each other, if that is comfortable for you. Rest your hands cupped in your lap with tips of your thumbs touching lightly in that nice open, receptive posture. And if you haven't done so already, you can lightly close your eyes. And as we begin our practice here together today, let's dedicate it to the benefit of all beings, acknowledging our oneness with all of life. Now let's take a nice, long, deep breath in. And a nice, long, slow exhalation. Letting go. Allow yourself to settle in your seat and be present inside your body. And we begin with basic mindfulness. Just noticing whatever is present. So you may notice sounds in your environment, sensations inside your body, thoughts or emotions. And you're allowing all of this content to be just as it is. When you allow everything to be just as it is, without resisting, without judging, the content of your experience settles, quiet. Just allow yourself to be just as you are, without any resistance, any evaluation. Just being. Now we're going to go deeper into the felt sense of presence and aliveness by focusing down into feeling the sensations of contact of the soles of your feet on the ground. You might press your feet down for a moment, wiggle your toes, bringing your attention down here. Allow your feet and your toes to soften and relax. Feeling as if they are melting deep down into the earth. Feel down into the consciousness of the earth, this deeply grounded presence in which we live. Allow this feeling of grounded presence to flow up through the soles of your feet, up through your shins and calves, up through your knees and thighs, into your hips and pelvic bowl, resting down in your seat. Feel the weight of your body resting down in your seat, resting down on the earth. You are fully present here, now, in this body on this earth. Focus into your palms and fingers resting cupped in your lap. Awaken sensory awareness here in your hands. And allow your hands to soften and relax, feeling as if they are melting down into your legs. Feel the soft openness in your hands, connected with the soft openness of your heart. Feel the warm openness of your hands and heart. Embracing each moment of experience as if it's fresh and new. And as you allow your hands to soften and relax even more, let your arms and shoulders relax down, releasing any tension in your shoulders, your neck, and your head. Imagine and feel as if a string is attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright like a string of luminous pearls. Feel your spine gently stretched from your perineum and tailbone right up through the top of your head, like a stream of light flowing upwards, enlivening the core of your being and flowing up through the top of your head, opening to the vast, clear sky above. Feel the vast openness of the sky, opening your mind. Now tuck your chin just slightly, gently lengthening the back of your neck. Lightly close your lips and breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the energy in your breath, lighting up your nasal passages and forehead. Brightening awareness. Keeping you awake and attentive. As you continue nasal breathing, rest your tongue up on the roof of your mouth with the tip of your tongue touching the gum line behind your upper front teeth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Softening your tongue is a calming cue, which sends a relaxation signal to the vagus nerve in the center of your brain. So as you soften and relax your tongue even more, feel this relaxation flowing back along your tongue, back into the center of your brain, where it lights up the center of your brain with relaxed, alive presence. Breathe in and out through the center of your brain, amplifying the energy here. Lighting up your pineal gland in the center of your brain. Now allow that feeling of alive presence to flow down through your vagus nerve, flowing down through your neck, flowing down through your heart, relaxing, releasing any tension around your heart. Warming, opening, and softening your heart. Breathe this energy in and out through your heart. Now allow the energy to flow down from your heart down into your abdomen, lighting up your whole abdomen with relaxed, alive presence. Breathe deeply in and out through your whole abdomen, amplifying the energy here. Feel this relaxed, alive presence flowing out through your whole torso, head, arms, and legs. Feel your body as a whole from the inside. The entire space inside and including your skin. Relaxed, alive, fully present. Smile as you enjoy this feeling of relaxed, alive presence in every cell, as if every cell is smiling, shining pure, positive energy to every other cell, creating a relaxed, positive, nurturing inner environment in which all your cells thrive. Feel your inner body fully present, shining brightly. And now that we're centered in this feeling of alive presence, I'm going to begin to set aside different aspects of our being, of our personal expression, anything that might veil that deep peace of our purest being. So first, set aside your body. And just feel the presence itself prior to physicality. And set aside any sense of personal history just for the moment. Set aside any achievements, anything you identify yourself with, any roles, any possessions. Feeling as if those layers are peeling away and dissolving into the background. Now set aside any sense of doing, of trying to do this. Let go of trying, of being a doer. Let's let that go. And as you set all of this aside, feel what remains. Felt sense of being, simply being. Rest in this felt sense of being. Rest as this felt sense of being. So there is only this. Is there any boundary, any edges to this felt sense of being? No, it's boundless. Is there any beginning or end to this felt sense of being? No, it's timeless, without beginning or end. Steadfast and unchanging. No inside, no outside. Simply being aware. Feel out through this felt sense of being. This vastness. This unchanging presence. What is it like? Peaceful, stable, unwavering, luminous, aware. Rest as that. Beyond space and time. If you notice any fluctuation, allow that to fade to the background and dissolve. allowing being itself to shine forth. Embracing all. There is only this. Let go even more. Rest open. Stand. Goodness. Loving. Present. Feel out infinitely in all directions. Simply being aware. Present. Aware. Soak in that peace. Now, within that undifferentiated vastness, feel the space of your body as an expression of being, an emanation of being. A space where being itself has experiences. Feel the shape and form of your body, inseparably one with being itself. Feel your personal vibration arising from and within being itself, within the field of your body. Your sense of individuality is inseparable from being itself. Feel that unity of being within and all around. As you feel what it's like to be you, your unique expression here in this body. Allow your unique frequency to arise and stabilize right up through the core of your body. Connected with all other beings, the whole field of life, all expressions of being itself, the source of all. And feel the alive presence within and all around. The life energy flowing through. Feel yourself as a current of being itself. And notice how you feel. You could sum up your feeling in a word, phrase, or an image. What would this be? Allow this word, phrase, or image to combine with this feeling in every cell. Record it deeply. And bring it with you wherever you go. To everyone you meet. Acknowledging all as expressions of the one life we all share. Now feel the top of your head tingling, effervescent, bright, and aware. Feel the soft, warm embrace of your hands and heart. Embracing all. Feel your abdomen, hips, and legs and feet resting down on the earth. Fully present, here, now, in this body, on this earth. One with all. A few more moments to really soak that in. And then maintaining that feeling inside and all around. Very slowly begin to open your eyes and take in all these expressions of being, these eyes, these faces. Feel our unity, our oneness. And thank you for your practice. As you maintain that feeling of openness, unity of being, that lightness of being, with your eyes open, Feel that here now, always available. You're never separate from that. And if anyone would like to share about your experience, either in the chat or out loud, I welcome that. Yes, Monica.
Thank you, Kevin. That was really beautiful and great to see everybody. I noticed right when you started talking, guiding us, like Wendy has shared before, that she just kind of, right when you start talking, like things just start happening. It was like so quickly for me that um, like the left side of my head just got really tingly.
Mm.
Um, just just this side, but it was just really such a cool feeling. And and that was just, I felt so peaceful and free and um, really happy and free and peaceful through the whole thing, and it was really nice.
Mm.
And the guiding was wonderful, and I love putting aside like roles and history. That's really, it's really liberating.
Mm.
Um, and it was just a really beautiful practice. So thank you for that.
Mm. Thank you, Monica. Mm. Thanks for sharing. Beautiful. Yes, David.
Question. I feel, first of all, that was very powerful for me. I felt
Mm.
very embodied and present.
Mm.
I feel like I struggle with the kind of stuck in the book on this point, and it's the reaching out infinity. It
Mhm.
it puts me in like a very mental space. Like I know that all things are connected, and I know we're all one.
Mm.
Um, so I'm experiencing that, and I have had glimpses in the past where I do.
Mhm.
It just kind of has happened to me spontaneously.
Mhm.
Sometimes as a product of deep meditation, sometimes as just life events. But
Mhm.
in meditation, what I always find is that when you instruct us to like feel out into infinity,
Mhm.
I say, well, I can't feel out into infinity. I
Mhm.
find that visually, like if I'm looking at a star, I'm like, that
Mhm.
star is inside of my consciousness right now. And if I'm
Mhm.
doing it visually, I find that a
Mhm.
little easier. But
Mhm.
I was wondering if you had any recommendations for not taking such pointers as a avenue to go mental about it and
Mhm.
to have more of an experiential sense of
Mhm.
this one.
Yeah, yeah. So, since it sounds like you have a strong visual sense, maybe you can do that right now with your eyes open, is just to look straight ahead with your eyes just fixed on a point, and then feel out into your peripheral vision. Feel out around behind you.
Yeah, I find that no difficult. Like I feel like my vision ends. And so I feel like my
Mhm.
senses switch on into like hearing.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so maybe you can
Body,
try
the sense
try
of
it
the
with
body
hearing.
physically.
Yeah, so try it with hearing. If you tune into hearing, listen to the space all around you.
Maybe it's a sense of you're an amalgamation of all the senses, just like space itself. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be thinking aloud.
Oh, no, it's good. It's great.
I'm a little hung up in the on the five blessings on the
Hmm.
fifth stage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So, um, so each of us will access this differently. And I mean, we are accustomed to, especially in our current culture where we process so much visually and conceptually, that is such a dominant mode that we're asked to attend to continuously in life. This kind of switching on the interoceptive sense is, for me, that was the key to it, and that so really even that like pressing your feet down, like feeling that pressure, feeling, uh, and then uh, feeling there's a feeling of space. I'd say here, let's try this. If you can you imagine going into an empty room with no furniture, no anything in it, and what that empty space feels like. Is there a feeling of space?
something
Imagine nothing that comes to you.
something that I notice is that every time you think there's a boundary, it's really the intersection of two things that are really the same thing.
Mm,
Like
mm,
what you feel like is the edge of your skin is really the edge of the world interacting with your
yeah,
skin,
yeah,
which is the world also.
yes,
And that's fascinating.
yeah,
But yet at the same time the mind kicks in. And I'm sorry, I don't want to
yeah.
take up
No,
everybody's
this
time
is
on this,
good because no, I think it's
but it's
instructive. Yeah.
I feel like there is a limit to what I feel, but what I can see is the same thing. Like the senses are dividing up the same one thing.
Hmm.
They're parsing it differently, but it's still
Yeah,
one thing.
yeah,
And the fact that they feel like, the Buddhists talk about the six senses, it's an illusion that they're separate
yeah,
because they're being divided by the senses, but it's
right.
really just the same spatial reality that's being categorized.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So that's one of the things about the five senses is that they tend to do that. This interoception is like your sixth sense that uh, is unbound. It uh, there's a feeling of space. The first way that I had this was when I was sitting outside in a completely open landscape that I could see for miles, and I looked up at the sky and I just took in the whole vastness of the sky. So you talked about looking at stars. So if you look up at a night sky, there's kind of a feeling of immense, immeasurable space. Is that a familiar feeling?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the sense.
I could see something if it was bright enough at any distance.
Mm,
You could hear a sound that was loud enough at any distance.
mhm.
There's physical limitations, but it's like there's no limit to your capacity to attend to reality. I don't know.
Yeah.
I what you've said has been helpful. I
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
I
So
don't want to.
experiment with that, and you might try it, especially outside. I find it super helpful to be outside in a wide open space and looking at a completely cloudless sky, for example, in a wide open space, and just feel that openness. It's
Sure, sure.
this. It's the same feeling that um, we learn to just uh, recognize and feel into, not recognize here, but it's a real palpable sensory experience. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, David. Thanks for your questions. Yeah. Anyone else? Dad? Yep.
See if I can express this.
Mhm.
So I came into this with a feeling, a strong feeling of being that was with me today.
Mm, mm,
And so it just sort of continued.
mm,
And there's no, no, how do I say it? There's no visual to it. I mean, there's a slight visual, but it's mostly just being. And how this occurred for me, I wanted to see if I could express this. Yesterday, I was sitting with a person who was in the process of dying,
mm,
and praying and just being present. And then a few hours after I was there, she passed. She
mm,
died or passed on. And I was at dinner at the time, and I felt the movement of her soul. It just in my body. I just
mm,
felt the movement of her soul. And then this morning, that there were so many facets to it for me if I analyze it, but nothing was separated from anything else. It was just,
mm, mm,
you know, I mean, I have my own memories of my wife dying and being in that moment, and those were certainly there. But then what happened today was I kept that 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 feeling or being, the sensations in being, um, suddenly became very light,
mm,
and I felt my soul present with this person in their first experiences. Like, it's the only way I could describe it. It's hard to put content to it, but I was
mm,
just like, you talk about people visiting, after someone's died, you may have a dream or a sense. It wasn't like that at all. It was like I like I was the visitor, if you would.
mm, mm,
But it's just a being presence. It was just I never it was I could say it was bodily
mm,
in the sense that there was sort of bodily sensations, but but there wasn't any content to it. It was just like pure presence. Amazing. So anyway, that's how I came in, and I wanted to try to describe it if it's because I never had anything like that happen before, and it was like,
mm.
whoa. It was just the continuity. It was just continuity. It was just right
Yeah.
here or there. It's just continuity. Or whatever word I put to it.
Mm,
I don't have words for it. So anyway,
mm.
I wanted to
Oh, yeah.
thank you for
Thank you.
listening. I wanted to share that. It was just like, okay, extremely peaceful,
Mm,
extremely peaceful,
mm.
very light, very light. So amazing.
Oh, nice. can feel
It's
that.
also
Yeah.
encouraging, to say the least.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Love that. Anyone else before we go? Yes, Wendy.
I just want to say thanks for sharing, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Just while you're sharing, it changed my perception. And David, also thank you for your questions.
Yeah.
That shifted me too. It's very interesting when you talk about going into the empty room.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the space, but I wasn't there. It was like I was only a point of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting, this happened during the meditation today too. I mean, I start being really so aware of my body, take us into interoception, and then I disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And I come back and I disappear. It's a very interesting process.
Yeah. Yeah.
I completely enjoy the whole thing and the sharing too. You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Wonderful to be
Wendy.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as each of us share, that deepens the experience for everyone. Thank you. Yeah, it adds quality, dimension to it. Thank you. Yes, Bill.
Yeah, that was that was a wonderful session, Kevin. Thank you ever so much. And I loved everybody's comments here. It really takes you on a journey, almost like the meditation, but it's a journey because you've experienced it yourself, and you feel you can sense the journey of the other who's speaking, and it's kind of an amazing feeling. And Wendy mentioned something about that twigged me, and that was when I was in surgery and I left my body because the sedative ran off. So I told, and he was going to put me to sleep, and I said, "No, I'll leave," and I did. I left, and it wasn't till I'm done. He touched me, Bill. You're supposed to wake up now. Oh, okay. And I had just gone through the operation without. Yep, I wasn't there. I was elsewhere.
Yeah.
Completely elsewhere. And I thought, wow, is that? And Douglas was talking about something along that line of being elsewhere. And it amazes me that like this life is such a gift to experience it. And yet we are truly elsewhere. We're not just the physical body and the physical form here. We are more than that.
Yes.
So thanks ever so much, everybody.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that just ties in with the theme of today, that sense of being is ever present. It's the ground of our existence. And the boundary between feeling this right here, right now, and feeling that, as we play with that boundary, it becomes kind of fluid and diaphanous and not so. The sense of separateness feels illusory. Thank you, Bill. Thank you all. Beautiful to hear all your comments and experiences. So thank you. Thank you all for being here, and also invite you to our Thursday night book club, which we are going to begin Frequency by Penny Pierce. So we're going to start that this coming Thursday at our 5:30 Pacific time. And so if you want to read along with us, get a copy of the 15th anniversary edition, and you can go along with us. Otherwise, I'll be reading portions from the book, and we'll be doing practices suggested by the book. So, all right. Well, lots of love to all of you, and Thank you for being here. Thank you for fully engaging. Thank you for sharing your experiences. And thank you to Enlightened World Network for hosting us as well. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Lots of love to all.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Yep.